Welcome to Diplo. In this tutorial we'll be getting to know HTML. The first thing we need to do when learning HTML is we need a text editor. If you don't already have Notepad++ on your desktop, I recommend downloading it now. To do this, you could go to Notepad++ on internet browser. Very simple. I personally use Notepad++ as personal preference, but there is more text editors out there that you can use. So to download Notepad++, you go to download, just here, and click download. You'll find the download to your computer. Once it's downloaded, it will appear on your desktop, and then we can begin. If you ignore that, the first thing we need to do when starting a HTML document is to save it as a HTML document. So first, we'll click Save As, and I'd recommend creating a folder where you can place all of your web pages in. So here, I've created a HTML folder, and there's already a photo saved in here, which we'll get to in a bit. So first, when you create a web page, you want to create an index page, which is your home page. Always make sure you save it as .html. This way, the computer will know it's a web page. Right, the first thing we need to do when creating a HTML document is declaring the document type. So if you type doctype, HTML, and then close the tag, there we have declared that is a HTML document. For every tag that we have, always make sure you have a closing tag here. So for the HTML tag, we have a closing HTML tag here. To create a document, we need a head section, like here. And as you can see, we are closing the tags again. So in the head, this is something that will not appear on the web page, but is useful for the browser. So if I type in title and my first web page and close title again, you can see I've closed the title tag there. So if I run this, click save and then run it in Chrome, you can see my first web page appears on the tab at the top. This is how creating the title tag will create a page title for the tab. So once that's clicked, so everything that will appear in the web page appears in the body tag. So always make sure you open up the tag and then close the tag later on. To create a heading in HTML, we use a tag called h1 and a closing tag for h1 as well. And if you want to write, this is my first web page in, and click save, and we go back to our page and refresh it again, you'll see this is my first web page as appears as a heading. To make h1 is the most important heading. So if we turn it to h2, click save, go into our browser, click F5 again, you'll see that it's got smaller. The reason why it's got smaller is h2 is a smaller heading, and we can go all the way down to h6. The reason why there's h1 to h6 is because it shows what's more important and what's less important on a web page. But because we want it to be important, we will make it h1. There we are. So to make a paragraph in HTML, we use a p tag as such, and we're going to put, we are happy we are using HTML. Always make sure you close the tag. So save that and then we'll go to our browser again, and you can see it will appear there. To use images in HTML, we can use a tag called image search equals, and as you saw, I had a picture in my folder called USB. I can include that picture on my web page. So always make sure you put in the name of the image like that. USB.jpg, put it in the file type is always important, otherwise the HTML document won't be able to read it. The images, you don't need to put close tag, as you can see. So once that's saved, we'll go into our web page and you see the images there. And while it's very big, we can change the height by type in our height equals, put it down to 200, and then go to width equals 100 and click save, and you'll notice our picture is there. But I'm still not happy with that, so we're going to go to width and put 400, and you see there, it is a lot better way of doing it. So if you add an image, always put in the height and the width to make sure it's to a size that you're happy with. When creating our HTML, to make sure we remember what each element does, you can comment. So if you do open tag, exclamation mark, and 2 dashes, and then close it with 2 dashes, you can comment in here saying, this is how H1 tags work. The comments won't appear on the web page. If you save it and go to there, you can see that the comments do not come up. So that is a very basic understanding of how to create your very own HTML page. I hope you enjoyed.